What if I told you there's an eye inside you that sees beyond time, beyond illusion, beyond this world? Not your physical eyes, not your logic, but a lens of truth that's been dormant, waiting for you to remember. This is the third eye, not a myth, not a metaphor, but a portal to deeper perception, to inner sight, to reality as it truly is. Most people go through life half asleep. They believe only what they can touch, only what they're told, only what's been approved. But beneath the surface, something stirs in you, a quiet knowing, a pull toward the unseen, a sense that you were meant to see more. That's the third eye trying to open. Located in the center of your forehead, between the brows. The third eye is not just symbolic. It's connected to your pineal gland, a real organ with mysterious properties. The ancients knew. Egyptians, Hindus, Buddhists, Gnostics. They all described as sacred eye that sees the truth behind illusion. They weren't guessing. They were remembering. When the third eye is closed, you live in survival, in distraction, in reaction. But when it opens, you begin to perceive patterns. You sense energy. You feel truth before it's spoken. You see into people, situations, timelines, and beyond, not with sight, but with inner vision. And once you see, you can't unsee. But here's the truth. The third eye doesn't open like flipping a switch. It opens in layers, in phases, in initiations. And it requires more than curiosity. It requires readiness. Because to truly see means confronting what's been hidden, not just in the world, but in you. This journey isn't comfortable. It's confronting. You'll begin to notice lies in the systems around you, falsehoods in your own beliefs, energy behind people's words, patterns repeating across lifetimes. Your dreams shift, your intuition sharpens, synchronicities become constant. This is the third eye coming online. And here's something no one tells you. The third eye doesn't just show you other realms. It reflects your own soul. That's why many avoid it. Because once you awaken to your inner sight, you can no longer hide from your own truth. In part 2, we'll go deeper into the pineal gland connection, why governments, religions, and media have tried to keep this part of you shut down, and how ancient civilizations guarded its secrets for the awakened few. You weren't meant to be blind. You were meant to remember, and your inner vision is waiting. If the third eye grants true sight, then why is it closed in most people? Why are we born into a world that keeps us busy, distracted, and disconnected? Because truth is power, and power has always been controlled. The pineal gland, your physical third eye, has been known to the ancients for thousands of years. But somewhere along the line, that knowledge was buried, not lost, hidden. Let's go back. In Egypt, the Eye of Horus was more than a symbol. It represented advanced spiritual perception. In Hinduism, the Ajna chakra is the command center of intuition and spiritual awareness. In Tibetan Buddhism, monks trained for years to awaken it safely. And in early Christianity and Gnosticism, inner light and divine sight were central teachings, until they were labeled heresy. So what happened? Control happened. Religions became institutions. Governments became systems. And systems need followers, not free thinkers. Because someone with an awakened third eye sees through propaganda, questions authority, understands energy, moves by intuition, not obedience. And that is dangerous to the status quo. So the knowledge was suppressed, distorted, mocked, and worse, your third eye was chemically and energetically shut down. Let's talk science. The pineal gland is a small, pine cone-shaped structure deep within the brain. It regulates circadian rhythm, sleep cycles, and possibly more. It contains photoreceptors, like your real eyes. It produces DMT, the spirit molecule, during deep meditation, sleep, or near-death experiences. It's a biological portal to other realms, and yet, it's under attack. Fluoride, found in water supplies across the world, is known to calcify the pineal gland, literally hardening it, numbing your connection to higher states of consciousness. Add to that processed foods, EMF exposure, constant screen time, fear-based media, disconnection from nature, spiritual disempowerment. It's no accident. It's a systematic dulling of inner vision. But here's the truth they can't erase. You can't destroy what's divine. You can't fully shut down soul sight. You can only suppress it. And even then, only for a while. Because when the soul is ready, the eye opens, naturally, inevitably, powerfully. And when it does, everything changes. You begin to realize your thoughts have energy. Your words create ripples. Your presence shifts a room. Your intuition is more accurate than any data. You stop seeking truth outside. You start knowing it within. Not because someone told you, but because you see it. In Part 3, we'll explore the early signs of third eye activation, how to recognize when it's opening, what physical, emotional, and energetic changes to expect, and how to support the process instead of fearing it. You're not imagining the shift. You're remembering how to see. It doesn't happen with a flash of light. There's no trumpet, no ceremony. It starts quietly, subtle, but unmistakable. You begin to feel like reality is shifting, like the world is the same, but your eyes are not. This is the opening, and it comes with signs, not random, not imagined, but real signals that your third eye is activating. Let's explore them. 1. Pressure between the brows. One of the first signs is a strange pressure or tingling between your eyebrows. Sometimes it's light, sometimes it pulses. You haven't been hit, but something's opening. This is your Ajna chakra, your third eye energy center, awakening. The gland is activating. The current is beginning to flow. 2. Vivid dreams and lucid states. Your dream world becomes more intense. Colors are sharper. Narratives feel real. You begin to wake up inside your dreams. Lucid dreaming, astral projection, time distortion. These are not hallucinations. They're signs your inner eye is remembering how to travel, because your soul has never been limited to your body. Only your awareness was. Until now. 3. Increased intuition. Suddenly, you just know things. You sense people's intentions without evidence. You feel situations before they unfold. You make choices from a place beyond logic. And they're right. This isn't guessing. It's inner guidance coming online. And the more you listen, the louder it becomes. 4. Light sensitivity and visual distortions. Your eyes feel more sensitive. You see patterns in light. You may begin to see faint outlines around people, auras. This isn't delusion, it's expanded perception. The third eye lets you see beyond the visible spectrum, beyond the veil, beyond the programmed filter of your senses. It doesn't create illusion, it removes it. 5. Emotional fluctuations and shadow rising. Let's be honest, opening the third eye isn't all bliss. It often triggers emotional upheaval. Why? Because to see clearly, you must also see what you've avoided. Old wounds rise, false beliefs surface, ego patterns resist. This isn't regression, it's purging. Your system is recalibrating. Let it. Breathe. Feel. Integrate. 6. Heightened synchronicity. Suddenly, the world is speaking to you. You see repeating numbers. You overhear the exact word you were thinking. People show up at the perfect time. Dreams reflect your waking life. This is not magic, it's alignment. The third eye doesn't just see, it tunes you to the language of energy. And when you're tuned in, the universe becomes interactive. These signs are not goals, they're guides. They show you that something sacred is awakening within you, that the veil is thinning, that the other side isn't somewhere far away. It's inside you, and always has been. In part 4, we'll dive into how to strengthen your third eye, with practices, habits, and inner disciplines that keep your vision sharp, your field clear, and your energy steady. Because the goal isn't just to open the third eye, it's to live from it. If these signs are already stirring something in you, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Your deeper vision is just beginning to open. Opening the third eye is not the end. It's the beginning of a deeper responsibility. Because when you start to see differently, you must also start to live differently. This isn't about spiritual entertainment. It's about energetic discipline. Your third eye is a receiver, but it's also a processor. And without strength, grounding, and clarity, the signal gets blurred or overwhelming. So how do you strengthen it? Let's break it down. 1. Daily stillness. Silence equals signal clarity. Your third eye isn't activated by noise. It responds to stillness. Every day, take time to sit in silence. No phone, no music, no agenda. Just listen to what rises in the stillness. The pineal gland becomes sharper when you lower external input. Stillness equals signal. Silence equals spiritual muscle. Meditation is not optional. It's maintenance. 2. Light discipline. Protect the portal. The pineal gland is light sensitive and easily disrupted by artificial light. Too much screen time, especially at night, dulls your intuitive receptors. Start sleeping in total darkness. Turn off blue light. Honor natural rhythms. Want to upgrade even faster? Watch the sunrise with no glasses or lenses. Natural morning light reactivates the pineal gland and begins recalibrating your entire circadian and energetic rhythm. 3. Breath control. Energy equals air. Your breath is the bridge between the physical and the subtle. Conscious breathwork unlocks energy trapped in the system and increases pranic flow through the third eye. Try this. Inhale through the nose for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly through the mouth for 6. Visualize light moving from the base of your spine up to the middle of your forehead. Do this 3 to 5 minutes a day. Small effort, massive result. 4. Decalcify the pineal gland. As we discussed earlier, the pineal gland can become calcified, hardened by fluoride, toxins, EMFs, and processed food. Start cleansing your field with fluoride-free water and toothpaste. Clean, high-vibration food, plants, herbs, raw greens. Shungite or obsidian for EMF shielding. Detox protocols with iodine, chlorella, turmeric, or boron. Your inner vision clears as your body clears, because the vessel matters. 5. Protect your field. The third eye opens you up to more, but that also means you're more open. So protect your field like sacred space. Limit exposure to low-vibe media. Be mindful of chaotic environments. Set energetic boundaries in conversations and relationships. Use tools like Palo Santo, sage, sound healing, or breathwork to reset. You don't need to live in fear. You just need to live aware. 6. Trust what you receive. This might be the hardest part. You'll start seeing and sensing things that don't always make logical sense. That's okay. That's the point. Inner sight isn't built on proof. It's built on presence. The more you trust what you feel, the clearer the message becomes. The third eye sharpens in direct proportion to how much you believe it has value. Trust is the fuel. Doubt is the static. This is a practice, not a race. You don't need to become fully awakened overnight. You just need to become available to the wisdom already inside you. The veil lifts in layers. Let it. In Part 5, we'll explore what the third eye allows you to perceive once activated. Realms beyond the 5 senses, energetic vision, auras, timelines, and even glimpses into past and future. Because opening the third eye doesn't just show you more of the world, it shows you more of what you truly are. You've done the work. You've sat in stillness. You've listened. And something has shifted. Now, you're not just seeing the world. You're feeling it. You walk into a room and sense what no one says. You talk to someone and hear more in their silence than in their words. You sleep and wake up with messages. This is not fantasy. This is perception. Evolved. Let's explore what the third eye reveals once it's truly online. These are not visions. They are layers of reality most people never access. Not because they're hidden, but because they're ignored. You're about to stop ignoring. 1. Energetic fields. Auras. You begin to perceive subtle energy around people. Maybe it starts with a glow, a color, a flicker at the edge of your vision. These are auras, the vibrational fields surrounding every being. Each aura carries information: emotional state, mental clarity, hidden intentions, even spiritual alignment. And your third eye decodes it. You don't need to read people anymore, you just know. 2. Timeline awareness. Ever have a moment where time feels strange? You start sensing possible futures. You know what might happen, or feel a shift before a decision is even made. This is your third eye giving you access to non-linear time, not prophecy, potential. You become aware of parallel realities, forked timelines, the consequences of energetic choices. You no longer move blindly, you move with vision. 3. Symbolic seeing. You stop taking things at face value. A bird flying by feels like a message. A song lyric hits like a download. A sequence of events lines up too perfectly to ignore. The third eye trains you to see the symbolic layer of life. Nothing is just anything anymore. The world becomes a mirror, a dream, a coded map, and you've learned how to read it. 4. Soul recognition. You begin to meet people and feel, we've done this before. You see the old connections, the lifetimes, the karma. Your third eye lets you see beyond the mask, beyond gender, race, status, name. You feel soul essence. You recognize frequency. You begin to reconnect with your soul family across lifetimes. The loneliness fades, because now you remember. 5. Dimensional awareness. And here's the big one. As your third eye sharpens, you may begin to sense other dimensions. This isn't fiction, it's ancient. You feel presences. You see forms in dreams and meditations. You receive messages not in words, but in pure knowing. Call them spirits, call them guides, call them higher aspects of yourself. They're real, and now you're tuned in. The third eye doesn't make you special. It makes you clear. It doesn't give you power. It gives you vision. And with that vision comes responsibility. Because once you see, you must decide. Will I live in truth or pretend I didn't see it? That's the test. That's the gift. In part 6, the final chapter, we'll explore how to live with the third eye fully open, not as an escape, but as a path, a presence, a practice. Because seeing is just the beginning. Living from what you see is the real awakening. So now, you see, not with your eyes, but with truth. You've felt the shift. You've sensed the energy. You've walked through the layers, and now your third eye is open. But this isn't the end of the path. This is the start of presence. Because the question isn't, can you see? It's, can you live aligned with what you see? Most people who awaken to inner vision get overwhelmed. They seek escape. They try to leave this world. But real mastery is not about leaving. It's about embodying the unseen within the seen. You're here for both. You are the bridge between. spirit and form, energy and matter, frequency and action, vision and movement. Your job now is to walk as one who sees. Living with an open third eye. What does it mean? It means listening to your inner guidance even when it defies logic, making choices based on resonance, not rules, speaking truth even if it shakes the room, honoring energy over appearance, letting intuition lead over impulse. You're no longer navigating by surface, you're tuned to depth, and from that depth, life becomes sharper, more meaningful, more sacred. But here's the paradox. The more you see, the more softly you walk. Because with true vision comes compassion. You realize everyone is carrying pain they can't name. Most are asleep, not by choice but by design. Every trigger is a teacher. Every encounter is encoded. You stop judging. You start witnessing. That's what makes you powerful, not sight, stillness. You don't need to convince anyone, or prove your awakening, or preach about your vision. You just need to live it. Let your presence become the message. Let your energy do the work. Let your frequency speak louder than your words. Because the most awakened ones don't talk about light, they carry it. And finally, remember this. Your third eye won't close again. It may dim, it may rest, but once opened, it's always watching, always guiding, always whispering, this is not all there is. There's more. Keep walking. So go, live in the world, but no longer be of it. See clearly, act courageously, trust deeply. You weren't just meant to awaken. You were meant to embody wisdom. And now you will, because your inner eye is open, and nothing will ever look the same again.